everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Cynthia, also known as Creative Mama of 3 here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today is Friday, so normally that means Friday sews, yay! But unfortunately, I have nothing finished to show anybody. What I'm going to do today instead is I'm going to give an update on our family's Disney trip. I know that if you've been following my recent videos or follow my channel, you know that for spring break, me and the family went to Florida to go to Disney World because I was doing a whole bunch of bunch sewing and getting things ready to have a kind of a new me-made wardrobe for Disney, and I did accomplish that, so I was very excited. I did not accomplish all the patterns or all the projects I had wanted to do. I did not finish my stitch backpack because I couldn't find my zipper foot. I had a day and a half to get it done before we were leaving, and I could not find my zipper foot. So unfortunately, my presser foot that I use on my machine on the daily is, I think it's 3/8 big. So that is way too big to do zippers. I tried. I did experiment with it, but the zipper tape on the number 3 zippers, I believe, the regular zippers, it wouldn't even sew onto the zipper tape. So unfortunately, I couldn't do it. But fortunately, I think it was a good idea because I was kind of burnt out. My shoulders were killing me. My neck was killing me. My hands kind of was tingling a little bit because I was just doing so much cutting of fabric, pasting or gluing or taping patterns together and sewing and all that. So I kind of needed a break, so that was good. So the Disney trip provided that break for me. Now what I'm wearing here is one of the shirts that I made for the Disney trip. It is a Love Notions the Laundry Day Tee, also known as LDT if you want to be fancy. And what I did was, since I was going to wear it with shorts, I did like a halfway between the t-shirt, because for me the t-shirt length is a little too short. I like the waistband of my shorts or pants to be covered, but then the tunic is too long. Tunic is good for leggings because it's kind of long. So what I did is I did a nice happy medium. I took the difference between both lines and I just cut that directly in half, and that gave me the perfect length for shorts or for jeans or anything like that. So I just love this shirt. And then also about this shirt is that I thought I lost it. I thought I lost it at Disney. I wore it, I think when we went to Epcot, I wore it with the nice pair of hunter green shorts, which I thought looked great with all the yellows and greens and pinks and everything. And then when we got home and I did the laundry, I couldn't find it. So I was devastated. I did notify Disney and let them put like a lost and found claim, put all the information on it, and they were very sweet, very nice about it. But then it turned out that my husband had washed it with his undershirts and socks. So he washed it in a load with bleach. So I was like, ah. But luckily, you know, I noticed it after the wash was done, and I was taking it from the wash machine to the dryer, and I was like, oh, that's my shirt. I don't know how it got there, but luckily, oh my goodness, the fabric gods or the fabric people were on my side because this did not get damaged at all, and it washed beautifully. So I was very happy about that. So I was worried because I thought I did this collar like so nice. I was like, the one shirt that I did the collar like so beautiful on the first try, and it disappeared. But we found it. I love it. So then more about our trip to Disney. We had a great time. It was a lot of walking. The first day we went to Animal Kingdom first. And the first ride on the first day of our Disney trip, we went on Pandora, which was so much fun. I highly recommend that ride. But like another reason why I haven't sewn was because when we got on the Pandora ride, you put these like 3D goggles over, I put them over my glasses naturally so I can see. My glasses are prescription. They're prescription and they're like a bifocal, and they have the transition, meaning they turn to sunglasses in the sun and everything. I love those glasses. They help me see 20/20 because I can't see without them. But when I went to adjust the goggles of the 3D glasses, my glasses, these are not it, my wonderful prescription glasses that make me see so wonderfully, flew off my face, hit the screen of the Pandora ride, and then dropped down. So I was like, oh no. And the ride hadn't started yet. So I raised my hand, I flagged down the cast member, and I told him my prescription glasses just flew off my face and went down this thing in front of the ride. Because if you haven't been on the ride, what you do is you get on a motorcycle looking apparatus, I guess, and that's pretty much what you're on. You have, handles to hold on, and you're straddling this thing, and something comes in and holds your back in place, holds your calves in place, and you're supposedly riding one of these bird animals or something, and that's what the ride is. You're riding this bird animal. So I didn't realize it, but when he came over, he told me, he's like, oh no, they dropped down there? And I said, yeah. He's like, well, it just dropped 2 floors, because I didn't realize that the screen is so huge that they have like 3 levels of people riding looking at this screen at the same time. So he was like, I will see if someone can get it, but I can't make any guarantees. So I was like, oh no. So I rode the ride, not really being able to see anything, but it was still fun. I still highly enjoyed it. Then when we got out, my daughter, who she just loved the ride. She loves birds. She's the one with the penguin obsession. So she came out off the ride crying because the ride made her so emotional to be flying through the air and so free, that a cast member saw how emotional she was and asked her, do you want to ride it again? And my daughter was like, oh yeah, she was like, yeah, very much so. So at that time, her sisters came down, because we had gotten separated on 2 separate rides. So her sisters came down from the 3rd floor, and just as they were taking away my other daughter. So they all got to ride the ride again. And it was very sweet of them to do that. From my understanding is that they took them like behind the scenes, so they didn't have to wait online or do anything, and they all got to ride it again. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the waiting area, probably considered legally blind, because I can't see like anything. Like I could see that there's people around, but I couldn't see their facial features. I'm trying to use my phone, going, I can't see. I had to have the cast member unlock my phone with my passcode, trying to talk to my husband, because he wasn't there with us. He was on doing an air show that was actually in Lakeland, Florida at the time. So he was doing stuff with airplanes, which he loves, and I was at Disney with the girls. So luckily, when he was done with his airplane thing, he was able to go to Walmart and get me these glasses, which these glasses are what, I don't know what they're really called, but I call them readers. They're like those glasses that you can buy at Walmart or Walgreens or CVS or whatever, that they come magnified, I guess. So they're good for reading or good for crafts. So he got me these, and then I was able to kind of see, but only good enough to walk around and do things. I really can't read a book. I can't sew. I can't drive. So I have not been productive like at all this week. I've been trying to kind of straighten out my sewing room, because I can do that. But sewing is not really feasible right now, and I can't drive, so that's like very difficult, since I'm usually the chauffeur for my 3 teenage daughters. So that is a reason why I haven't been sewing, and I don't have anything to share with you guys this week. But I thought you would like to hear about the Disney trip. So that was day 1. So majority of the day I was blinded. So my daughters, when we went out to eat, my daughters had to read me the menu. They had to pay the bill for me because I couldn't see to even fill out my credit card information or the tip for the guy, or even know how much I was paying. So my daughters, they're 15, so they're more than capable of helping me out. And then until maybe around 5 or 6 o'clock that first day is when my husband brought me these readers, and then I was able to semi-function the rest of our trip. So we went to all four parks. We went to Animal Kingdom first. We went to Hollywood Studios second. Hollywood Studios was a lot of fun. We went to the Star Wars part. We went on one Star Wars ride. I don't remember what it was, but it was the one that were in a capsule, like in a ship. And luckily, there was 5 people going in that ship. They had 2 pilots, 2 fighters, and 1 engineer. So that, I think that would made it so much fun, since it is the 5 of us. You know, it's me, my husband, and my 3 daughters. So my middle daughter and my youngest daughter were the fighters. Me and the oldest daughter was the shooters, and my husband was the engineer. Now, why you would put the only person who has a pilot's license and actually flies real planes be the engineer when we needed 2 pilots is beyond me. But it was so much fun. Like, we kept yelling at my 2 daughters, like, lift up or turn right, turn left, you know. And we got, like, I think we got a 9% success rate or something like that, out of, like, you know, naturally 100, I would assume. So I was like, we were really bad, but it was so much fun because it was just the 5 of us in that one capsule. So that was a lot of fun in Hollywood Studios. And then we went to Epcot. Epcot was a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time in Japan because my oldest daughter is, not only is she obsessed with penguins, but she loves everything Japanese or Japan. So we went to the store, which had a lot of great stuff in it. We spent probably a good half hour, 45 minutes. She tried on some kimonos, and maybe I'll put a picture of her trying on one of the kimonos. The kimonos weren't that expensive, but me being a sewist, I can easily make a kimono. So I think that might be on my queue of what I need to focus on within the next month or so to make her a little kimono, because they did look really cute on her. And then actually they had a whole bunch of dragon stuff, and it was just a lot of fun. We went to the Paris, France part of Epcot, and my 2 daughters got to ride the Ratatouille ride, which I didn't realize it was brand new, just a couple of months. But since my oldest daughter didn't want to ride it, and I did not want to leave her alone by herself, you know, in Hollywood Studios, I didn't ride it either. But my family really enjoyed it and really liked it. So that was that was Epcot, excuse me. Then we went to Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, I think we did the most. There's just so many rides there. We saw shows. We saw, I'm trying to think, we did so much. We walked around a ton. I unfortunately needed a scooter. Animal Kingdom was the first park we went to, and I walked around, according to my Fitbit, I did 24,000 steps. And I believe it because I was exhausted. I never have done that many steps before. My average day, I'm lucky if I do get 10,000, and that would have been an extraordinary day for me to get 10,000 steps in. So I had some blisters on my feet, and we used the scooter, and the scooter was very convenient. It was very fun to use a scooter to go around Disney. So it made me feel a little old, but hey, I would not have enjoyed Disney if I had to walk all those 3 parks. But Magic Kingdom was a lot of fun. My youngest, the one I made the Stitch shirt for, was upset because by the time we got to, I don't know if it's called Tomorrowland, Futureland, something like that, in Magic Kingdom. By the time we got there, Stitch was done for the day. We got there probably around 4 o'clock in the afternoon-ish, and Stitch was just done for the day. So unfortunately, she was upset, didn't get to meet him. But they had a lot of characters around the parks, but a lot of it was social distancing, where you would have like a princess, kind of in like a little alcove type of thing, and then they would have a rope in front of her, and then you would just take the pictures from the other side of the rope. So, and then in Animal Kingdom, it was nice. You saw characters going on the boats, going by, so we got to run to the edge and wave to them and everything, and it was really nice. We had a great time. I would definitely probably do it again, maybe in a couple of years. We're not really park people. Like, I know some people love rides, love going to the parks. My sister-in-law loves Disney. You know, we live in the Carolinas, and she was going like every long weekend, which was great. You know, I'm glad, you know, they love it, and I'm sure a lot of people do that. But my family of five, we're not really park people. You know, we went to Universal, had a great time about 3 years ago, and now we went to Disney. My girls are 15 though, so we're trying to plan some other trips instead of themed parks. So we'll see how that goes. So this week's video was pretty much just personal and family. I do have a lot of projects in the queue, and since we are coming down to the end of April, I'm starting to get some ideas from my daughters regarding their cosplay Halloween costumes. I do have a playlist of some of the cosplay outfits that I've made in the past. I still have to update it. I still have probably 5 more cosplay outfits that I have not shared with you guys yet, so I'll be working on that probably in the next couple of days, hopefully. So be on the lookout of that if you're interested. A lot of my costumes that I make are either Vocaloids, I never get that right on the first try, or animation, since those are what my children are interested in. So if that interests you, check that out. I can link the playlist on the end screen and also in the description box below. So thank you all for joining me today on my video, my update video. Please give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you enjoyed it. Also, let me know if you've been to Disney World, which rides you enjoyed, what parks you gone to or haven't gone to and would like to. And also subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And I hope to see you again soon. And I hope that where you are, the sun is shining, your family is healthy, and that you have time every day to be creative, even if it's just for a little bit. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.